find any. Ow! What is up, guys? Bringing you something a little different today. I got the old dirt bike out, the Dual Sport. I just got some fresh rubber on them, so should be good. We're just gonna go break her in. I figured we'd take a nice little scenic ride down to Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive. That's here in Florida. If you're in Florida, in Central Florida area, it's a great place to go check out. Yeah, this little bike, well, it's not really old, it's brand new, but it's Chinese though, so it should be good. Try to dodge all the dog crap. I like parking it in the shed, it's out of the weather, but it does suck when you get dog crap all over your wheels and tires. Yeah, I need to take these out soon too. Yeah, so this is actually a Hawk 250 Dual Sport. This thing is pretty dope. Definitely need to tune it once you get it. You know, brand new. It's it works, but it doesn't like to go. It's super lean from the factory, but it is it's actually California legal, so I think that's kind of reason why it's so lean from the factory. So it's a little bit different than what we usually do on the channel. I usually do mountain biking, but this is sort of similar. It's kind of like a mountain bike with a motor, pretty much, I guess. Yeah, I've actually had a lot of questions when I first got this. Everybody keeps asking about it. You know, how has it been running? Does it do the speed limit and all that? It'll do the speed limit, but it doesn't like it that much. I did put a bigger put a 17th tooth sprocket up front. It comes with a 15 tooth, so I put the 17 tooth. It gave me a little bit better top speed performance, but you can definitely tell it likes to cruise right around 45 still. It doesn't really like to go anything past that, really. Yeah, that speedo is actually wrong too. It's supposed to, so it's about 5 miles an hour off. I've been testing that with with my GPS when I first got it. So it's got a 4 Pro Max, some kind of like cheap Chinese racing exhaust for a CRF 230. And oddly enough, it fits like perfectly, like the 230 parts, CRF 230 from Honda. They fit like they're bolt on directly to this thing. But yeah, it's pretty nice, especially with the new tires. It comes with like really aggressive like knobby tires, really good for off-road, but when you're on the road, it like every little line in the road it catches and throws you that direction. So switch them out to like some new nice like adventure tires and you'll be set. Alright, Larkona Ocoee. It's just such a bad road to drive on. Everybody's driving like maniacs. Yeah, it's got a little bit of upgrades. Obviously, it's got the exhaust, it's got the tires, and it's got these little brush guards for the handles, and it's got different mirrors. But But other than that, it's just a carb tune, and that's pretty much it. That's all it's got on it. The seat's a little bit, it's soft, it's good, it's comfy, right? But it's super soft, so after a while you just kind of sink down into the plastic, and then you're just sitting on plastic, and that kind of sucks. Mine came with an adjustable shock in the rear, but I heard online there's like some of them don't come adjustable, so I don't know if that's just because I got a newer one, or maybe that's just the dealership I bought it from. I don't know. But mine is a adjustable shock, so that's good. Yeah, 5'9", so it's a little tall for me from the factory, but I just loosen up the preload on the shock. That way I could just sit, it sits a little bit lower when I'm on it. That truck needs to, oh, he's got churn. I could go around, but I don't want to like freak anybody out, and there's a lot of like free going on right now. Ooh, some smoothies. I might have to get one of those. Oh, I forgot my mask. Damn it. I don't know if I'd be okay with just the helmet, but some people are really weird about that. You know, especially on a motorcycle, you have a full face helmet. I feel like it should be alright. But I went to Walmart, or not Walmart, McDonald's. They wouldn't serve me, and they're like, "Oh, can I just go to the drive-thru?" Nope, can't go through that either. So I don't know if they just didn't like me or. And I'm still recording, so that's good. So yeah, we're gonna go. Looks like it's pretty busy today, so we'll just go and kind of just see the nature, see if we can find any. Ow! That was like a bee or something. I don't think that was a rock. It was like a bug. Ooh, that looks fun. Oh, there's people there though. And it's a little warm, so we'll get the AC going. Pop the lid. I don't know what they're looking at. Usually if they stop, it's because they're looking at a gator, but I don't see one. If you're on a motorcycle too, usually people are really nice, so they'll be looking, because you know it's kind of hard to stop on a motorcycle or do slow maneuvers on a motorcycle. But usually they're pretty cool and they let you pass, as long as you're not doing anything stupid. Like, this isn't the place to be doing wheelies and burnouts and going a million miles an hour. But yeah, it's really cool to come out here. Right now it's perfect. It's like, it feels like it's in like the low 80s, which if you're from Florida and it's the low 80s, that's cold. Yeah, this place is pretty dope. Perfect place to I actually did a video not that long ago on the bike trail here. It's called the Lake Apopka Loop. It's like 32 mile round trip there and back. You go start there's a park that just passed. You start there and you end up going into the it's a green mountain scenic overlook. I think it's supposed to be like the highest point in Florida, which isn't much. We were pretty much a giant plain of a state. Man, this is crazy. You feel like you're like in the middle of nowhere. So all these little ridges, actually, they're man-made. And what this has done, so Lake Apopka is like one of the most polluted, or was the world's most polluted, or at least, I guess, not the world, but at least in the United States, it was the most polluted lake in the United States. So back in like, I don't know, like maybe the 60s or something, there's a lot of farming that went on here. And all the farms that had like the pesticides and fertilizers that would run off into the lake. And it got so bad to the point where if you went over to the lake, you would see just like rows of dead fish on the banks. And it just smelled so bad. And I remember growing up, we used to visit the lake. It wasn't as bad as it was back in the day, but it just, you get in a certain vicinity of it and it just smelled terrible, like so bad. You know, now they have this here, and basically what these are made to do is you pump water all the way to the top, and then it flows down through gravity through these underneath us. There's like, it flows through the soil and it filters out all the bad stuff, and then by the time it ends up into the main lake, it's all clean water that gets there. So it's pretty nifty engineering, I might say. So there's a little gator. Now this lake right here is really like gator infested. Yeah, a nice calm day. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. I don't have my jacket. I don't think it will. How's it going? I don't know what these people are doing. This is pretty cool. Yeah, this is the lake. So this, I can stand here. It used to be, if you were standing here, it just smelled like dead fish. It was terrible. How's it going? I don't know if you can see out there. Oh, it's gross. That was really soft clay. But that's Mount Dora all the way on the other side of that lake. So we're still in Apopka. It is a really big lake. Let's get down here. There it is, Power Core 2. This is off the CRF 250 or 230. Or it's like an exhaust kit for CRF 230. But it fits this perfectly. Oh, it's this guy again. So you can probably see it better now. See that all the way out there? That's Mount Dora. And there's a scenic overlook on the other side. So you take this trail all the way around and you end up over there. And that's that Lake Apopka loop. Like I said, 32 miles round trip. So 16 miles there, 16 miles back. It's a little turtle. Hey, little guy. Yeah, the bike loves this weather though. I will say, being air cooled, if it gets a little bit warm, it starts to act up a little bit, especially the clutch. And I've heard that you can put an oil cooler on this thing and it kind of helps because it is a wet clutch. But I've already tried and it's a pain in the ass, so I gave up on that. There's like these little fittings you have to line up perfectly and they don't line up and then they just bend and it's, yeah, I don't know, I gave up. You can't beat the price. I think I paid $1,600 for this one, because it came with a little bit of extras, like a bike cover and a burrito tube, I think is what they call them. It's a little like compartment for tools and stuff like that. Also, this is really interesting too. So we're about to pass something pretty cool. I'll show you guys something here. If you ever wanted to see what it looks like to grow grass or a sod, where sod comes from, if you go to like Lowe's and you pick up a pallet of sod. So this is where that comes from. This is a grass or a sod farm, I guess. They cut strips out, like long lines of grass. They just cut it out, and then you just have lines of like grass that's been removed, and then they just keep watering it, and the grass just grows back over, and then they just cut another strip out. It's interesting. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool when I first saw it. So yeah, this is the end of that Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive. Now it's just kind of driving all the way back to the back gate, the exit, and then driving back home. But that's the sod farm. Oh, you can kind of see there where there's lines cut out. So they had like one patch cut, or you can kind of see existing lines almost in the grass too, from where they used to cut it out. I don't know if that picks it up on the camera, but yeah, that's what a sod farm looks like. If you ever wanted to know where your sod came from. But yeah, I do appreciate the support. Everybody's been really great. I only have 35 subscribers. I love you guys, but I do have a lot of views, which is awesome. I kind of like that interaction. Obviously this isn't something I do for money, so just the fact that you guys are watching the videos, it makes me just kind of, it gets me inspired, I guess.